South American promotion. I was going to ask you about.
Oh, Titanis NL Ring. Yeah.
Titanis del Ring. I'm sitting in Puerto Rico one day on a Saturday, hot as hell. My window was open because I was up about 7 floors. So the breeze would come into the room. And they didn't even have air conditioning in this building. Can you imagine that? A hotel with no air conditioning. So, but the air was coming in. And I'm watching TV and I'm sitting there because I know I got to go to the matches in a couple hours. And I'm dreading going over there with those bloodthirsty fans. What's going to happen tonight? They wanted to kill me anyway. So I'm sitting there and all of a sudden this wrestling show comes on TV in black and white. There's only had a black and white TV. And I was lucky to have that. And they were talking Spanish, which wasn't, out of the ordinary because I was in Puerto Rico. They speak Spanish anyway. But it was the damnedest show I've ever seen. It was called Titanis del Ring, like Titans of the Ring. And that's when I saw the gimmicks. And they had music. They had lights. They were light years ahead of WWF.
Why don't we watch them now? I can set it up where we can watch a couple of minutes now and just have a quick watch. How about that?
Well, that's where I found. Go ahead.
Okay, pausing.
I mean, it's interesting, and it's on the YouTube too. So,
okay, pausing. I'll set it up. Okay, we're back. Right, Dutch.
Well, I'm sitting around my hotel room one day in Puerto Rico, and all of a sudden, this wrestling show comes on. And it's in Spanish. Of course, that's not unusual because everybody speaks Spanish down there anyway. But I don't know any of these guys. It's not WWF. It's not WCW. It's just I don't know where it came from. And I got to watching this show. And I instantly fell in love with it. I said, this is different. And I like it. And I didn't know where it was from because we didn't have Google in those days. This is in the 70s. So where am I going to get information from this? So I started asking around, and some of the Spanish guys or the Puerto Rican guys, they had heard of the promotion, and they kind of filled me in on it. But they had every gimmick imaginable. They had the Shepherd Boy, and they had the Mummy, and my favorite was the Invisible Man.
That's what we were talking about with Ronnie Garvin. That's why it came up the first time.
And I told you I was going to find this for you. And have you heard about this before?
Yeah, we talked about it about a month or so ago. In fact, let's just play it. This is a video on YouTube, which is just the wrestlers' entrances. And low budget doesn't quite... It pretty much describes it, I think. So let's play it. Playing it? Just playing. It's low budget, but man, the crowds are full.
But look, they would tour those big cities in South America, and they would sell out because it was basically a kids show. See the kids?
Yeah,
that's what it was. It was a kids show, it was larger than life, and they were over in South America, and they ran for 10 years doing unbelievable business. And the guy who ran it was Carvadagian or something. I forgot his name. But he was the booker, and there was your announcer. And actually, the production I thought wasn't bad
that's
for
the
the
owner.
time.
That's the owner.
That's the owner right there. He comes out there, and I see that's a studio. That looked like Smoky Mountain to me right there. It looked better than Smoky Mountain, really. And there he is. There
is the Mummy.
There's the Mummy. That's when I said, "Oh my God, I gotta watch this." So he come out and he gets in the ring and they're announcing all these guys.
Now
and
we've got a leopard man doing some really weak ass flips.
That's the Leopard Boy, I think.
Now
I don't know
This is just a compilation of just the wrestler entrances. So now you come up and
I don't know who this is.
There's some sort of caveman.
Oh yeah, caveman. He comes. Everybody had a gimmick. Everybody comes out there with a stick.
Oh, here we go. We've got a different... sorry for the audio listeners here. We're doing our best to describe him. So we've got some sort of boy in his underpants with a lady.
What's it say there?
He looks a bit like Lenny Poffo, this guy.
He does look like him, doesn't he? That does look like... Look at him.
Sorry, audio listeners. I think you're probably just going to have to watch this. Now, I don't know what this guy is in Mongolian or something. He's got a weird hat.
And none of these guys were like overly big.
Overly
and
talented.
They ran for this.
Either. I've seen some of the wrestling. Shocking.
It was horrible.
Hey.
And there's the sword fighter, I guess.
Yeah, the musketeer. Yeah.
And that was their whole show. But when I was watching this, I'm saying, where in the hell did this come from? And slowly over time, I learned that's one of the shepherds, I think. That looks like a monk. I don't know Spanish that well, so it is what it is.
Let me know when you're bored of this, but I doubt that you're going to get bored anytime soon, are you?
And let me see who's the next one.
God, he's on a trolley, this one.
Oh, that's the Roman gladiator.
Looks like.
Is it? Could be the mannequin. But see, they were light years ahead of WWE. And they did fantastic business over the years. I think about 15 years ago, I think
it's an alien. It's an alien. I've just got it.
I say, oh, what's this?
It's the child catcher.
There's the predator.
Oh, it's just Satan.
Oh yeah. Well, that's enough. I think the people got the idea about it.
There you go. You need to find it. So it's Titanis El Ring. Oh, you can see it on the screen, for God's sake.
Titanis Del Ring on YouTube. So check it out. I mean, it caught me totally by surprise, and it took me 10 years to even find out all about this. And of course, it took me more. The Google became more, available to people. So I had to check it out. And Wikipedia, that's where I learned most about it. But the ones I liked the most was and we talked about this in an earlier session here, the Invisible Man. Oh, I love that. I mean, if you're just looking at for entertainment value, I mean, and I could see where the kids would like it, because they would go in a big stadium or a big arena and Buenos Aires or wherever they would go, and they'd put 15,000 people full of kids. And that's how they made money.
It's amazing how many people are in. And I've seen another video as well that we haven't watched yet. And a guy comes out in a bowl cut, like leggings, like a Shakespearean actor, holding a rose, looking around. Honest to goodness me, if they told me his character was the paedophile, boo, the paedophile, I would have believed you. Some of the worst characters in the world, but some of the most out there characters as well. It looked like a lot of fun.